We have a big show for you tonight.
I've done a lot of things you don't know about.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
Okay, so here we are. We've, with Preston's help, we brought in a couple more places. We got the slog now. We've got our supply lines in place for those. And then we picked up this place, Homestead. And after we did that, Preston decided he needed to get back and make sure everything was going okay with Sanctuary Hills. He feels pretty tied to those people. I can completely understand that. So I was over at Good Neighbor and ran into this guy named McCready. And I hired him on. He's a merc. And I have no problem with a merc. I mean, fits right into me, what I need to be doing. So hired gun and a pretty good one. Pretty good crack shot. So I've got my endurance up a little bit, doing all this running around, and things are really coming back around. So let's have a look, see what we've done so far. So let's start over here. So if we look over here, first of all, found a flagpole, got it put up, and got the old stars and stripes up there. So, and we got ourselves a Minuteman flag, letting everybody know we're showing our colors proudly. So we've got this our new warehouse, and we tore down this warehouse building, and so we've got this in place, and Nancy will be working out of here, but I don't know where she's at the moment, but here's her new office, and then here's all the supplies coming in and out, that type of thing. So all of that's in place now and getting ready to be shipped out. So we've got that. We moved Nancy's house down to here, so that makes her pretty happy. And let's work our way back over here. So previously we had gone to Slocum's Joe, and we went and got their booths. And so it gave us the idea we might as well bring in one of their coffee stations. So we brought in one of their coffee stations so we can get some coffee from the Slocum's Joe. I mean, it's better than the little percolator coffee pot that we had before, but so that's in place. And then I ran into this guy named Ron Staples. How you doing, Ron? So Ron Staples is here, and he said he was a pretty good bartender and a cook, so we brought him on board to take care of things. And so that meant Jackie, she completely agreed. She was pretty happy with that. She decided when we were looking through this shop, we found this clothing stand, and she said she always wanted to be a clothing salesperson, so we built her up this shop. So she's got this shop now to sell the clothing, and we put her house in the back. So now her house is in the back, and here's all of her clothing here. Pretty good selection. She found all these t-shirts and stuff, so that's pretty cool. But she's getting all settled in here, and she's really starting to, be quite the salesperson. And then I was clear out east, right along the shore, and I ran into this Trader Riley. Hi there, Riley. How are you? And she's a former Vault person, and so she came from Vault 81 previously. So she was more than happy to come, hook up with us because she was having some problems with her supplier. So she's pretty happy about that. So you might be wondering what happened to Jackie's house. Let's go have a look at that. So we got Jackie's house back over here. Well, what used to be Jackie's house. And what we've done is we've actually tore it down and then used the supplies and rebuilt it to something that made more sense. So now all our provisioners are staying in here. We just got our bunkhouse for our provisioners. It's just temporary, the housing for them because, they're just in and out and that kind of thing. So we just put this bunkhouse in here for a place for them to stay, that kind of thing. So, yeah, so that's the changes we've been having. So if you come up here, the warehouse is no longer in place up over here. But, so that's not in place anymore. We're going to be moving our farmers up there. We also put in this generator shack, and moved our beacon, settlement beacon up over here, and we got it turned off right now. We've got basically all we can handle at the moment. But everything's going up there, so I think next time we're right after this, we're gonna start worrying about tearing this down and getting our farmer's shack, putting in place our housing for our farmers up over that way. Had some interest in armor vendor, and somebody was talking about guns. So I think it'd be a good thing to have a gun supply here, someplace to get some ammo, maybe some new weapons and what have you. So we're making quite the little community. So McCready said he's got a pretty good line on what's going on with the Institute. So he's going to help me moving forward. He and I are going to be getting ready to head down and talk to Nick and see where we got to go with that. And but McCready's going to come along because he's a pretty good guy. I mean, I have to pay him, but hey, I trust him with my life. So it's going to be about that time. I'm going to go hit the hay because I got some night ops to get going and doing. So I think with that, we're going to sign off there, McCready.
Look, I'm sorry. I thought you understood. If I misled you in some way, I apologize. But I don't think it's a good idea if we talk to each other anymore. Okay? Goodbye.